Driver than me.
Hi guys, so it's Friday. It's bank holiday weekend, isn't it? So it's now 3 o'clock, but we've got a few things going on that's close to Liverpool. So we've got Creamfields going on. But look at this. I'm not going to pick up anyone from WA4. So if WA4 comes up, now look at it. As if you want to be picking anyone up that's been to there with the winds like that. Absolute howling with winds, gale force and everything. And they'll be getting in your car. Don't think so. And then the other thing we've got is the Matthew Street Festival is coming back. But it's not going to be in Matthew Street. I've been told it's on the docks. So there'll be two places I'll be avoiding. Well, I don't necessarily mind dropping off at Creamfields, but I certainly won't be picking up. And I won't mind picking up at Matthew Street, but I won't be taking people in the Matthew Street Festival, but I won't be taking people in there. So let's see how we get on. It's 4:10, right? And I can't believe me luck. I've had one of them where I've been dropping off and it's had the next one waiting for me, then the next one waiting for me, and it's totaled 29 quid in the first hour and 5 minutes-ish. So it's going pretty well. There's loads of reservations for Creamfields. It keeps popping up. Do you want to do this job? No, I don't. It's about 5:05 now. It's still going okay. So I'm on 53 quid. You know, figure there. I've been everywhere. I've been from Huyton to Fazakerley Aussie, or Aintree Aussie, if you want to, you know, count the new boundaries. And then I've took someone to L17, which is by Sefton Park. And now I'm back towards Kirby Way. So, see how it goes. I've just had a customer, right? Slam me door getting in. And I said, there's no need to slam me door. As she gets out, she opens the door and slams it, right? And then she opens it straight away and goes, oh, sorry, I thought I forgot something, and then slams it again. I couldn't help but think she did all that on purpose. Maybe it's just my suspicious mind. I don't know. Anyway, I give her 3 stars. So it's 6:10, and I'm on 82 quid. Yeah, I'll stick it here. And the thing is, that was the hour where it's like peak hour, where traffic's at its peak. So it was offering me a few nice jobs. It offered me one that was going to the city centre, and it was 17 quid, and it was only like 5 miles or so. So it wasn't too bad at all. That. The thing is, you've got to think, what's going to happen when I get there? What's going to happen when I get to the city centre where nearly every car's an Uber at peak hour? I'll tell you what, it'll take me ages to get there, then it'll take me ages to get out, and the likelihood of getting a job would be quite slim. So, in the end, I just darted round locally where I was. It's easier. You got to think ahead. It's not just about the job at the minute, it's about what's going to happen after you've took that job. Well, it's 7:05, and I'm not doing too bad at all. I'm on 108 quid. So, yippee. I have had one of them annoying jobs where it was take them there, wait while they went and got the chippy fast food, and then bring them back. And they were like, it'll be ready. I was like, it better be ready. We got there. It wasn't ready. 5 minutes I was waiting. So I'm not sure what Uber's put on top of it, but it better have been worth it. When the girl got back in, I went, it's a good job you're a big tipper. You know, laying the hint. She gave me a £2 cash tip on the way out. So it wasn't too bad. Loads and loads of jobs are coming up for that WA4. Everyone's trying to reserve it to avoid the surge that's going to happen, you know, with the Creamfields that I've showed you earlier. And I've just had this weird thing on Uber that I've never had before. I was waiting at traffic lights and I didn't get through the next set, so I had to wait again. And it's four-way traffic light, so it took a while to get to filter back to me. And a message popped up on Uber: if you don't head towards the pickup point, the rider will cancel. All I had was an OK button. I was like, I'm on my way. Never had that before. Never seen that before. Well, it's now 8 o'clock or just shy of 8 o'clock. And the last hour has been dreadful. It's been awful. £14 in the last hour. Now, I personally think that Friday now has hit its peak. I don't think, going off other bank holidays, Friday's normally awful. Then Saturdays are good, and Sunday's like a second Saturday. That's how bank holidays normally work on the taxis. So the fact I've only did 14 quid on the last hour tells me it's done. Friday's done. So welcome to Saturday. That's right, I ended up calling it last night because when you get that gut feeling, you just go with it. And it was completely justified. I see nothing on social media but other drivers complaining how bad it was, how long they were waiting for jobs. Some of them put their offers up and they were below £4 and things like that. So I'm absolutely glad I come back and stayed. But it was to be expected. Bank holiday Fridays are like this. I've gone through a lot of them now, and I know, you just know when it's time to come in, and it was. So, Saturday, it's 3 p.m, a little bit later, 3:05, but let's call it 3 for argument's sake. We've still got the same stuff going on. Warrington, avoid WA4, and we've got more going on in Liverpool city centre. Let's see how we get on. Right, well, it's 4:10, so it's an hour and 10 minutes-ish. I've only did 2 jobs, but I'm on 24 quid. And the reason I've only did 2 jobs is one of them jobs was an assist for a visually impaired person. And they added a stop when I picked them up to go to the Sainsbury's. It was just to go to the kiosk thing, something to do with putting the lottery on, right? And I was waiting there ages. She says to me, beep the horn when I come out so I know where you are. After about 5 minutes, I decided to go check. And when I got into the Sainsbury's, she was struggling to get out the automatic doors. She was trying to get out the wrong one. So I helped her in the end, and she ended up linking my arm and I guided her back. But the whole job itself took ages for what it was. But, you know, it's what you do as an assist driver, isn't it? It's 5:15. I know, I'm failing with the exact hour updates, but hey-ho, it is what it is. I'm on 44 quid, or just shy of 44 quid. Now, the last hour it has been offering me jobs, but I've not been willing to do some of them. Look at this one. Manchester. Liverpool to Manchester. By the time you get there, it's peak hour in Manchester. Be 5 o'clock, 5:15, something like that, from when it offered me it. Right? £33. No thanks. I'll see how I get on here. It's 6:15 and I've done another 20 quid. Yeah. But I've had a really productive hour because I did like a local job, about 5-6 quid. And then I got a reserve job. It just popped up. I didn't look for it. It wasn't far. But it was a 10-minute wait. But they were right next to a garage. So I went in, filled up, went to the toilet. Great. Nice one. They were waiting for me when I got there. Did that. Then I got a job pop up. £20 to the city centre. Now, you know when I said to you before, you need to think about it. Well, £20, alright, isn't it? Even if you get stuck in the city centre and have to get out, you've made you 20 quid an hour. So I accepted it. Waited outside the house. Ended up getting a cancellation fee. Just waited and nothing. Oh well. Win some, you lose some. So it's 7:15, and that job I was just saying about for 20 quid popped back up, but it was no longer 20 quid. It was £19.80 something or other. So I thought, do you know what? I'm still going to do it because I've already had the cancellation fee from the same person. So realistically, I'm getting, you know, more, aren't I? I'm getting the cancellation fee plus the actual trip. So I thought I'll do it. So I bombed all the way to the city centre with them, dropped them off. Nearly every car was an Uber or a local base. I didn't see any, I mean, do you call them pedestrian cars? I don't know. Non-taxi cars. There was just none. So I bailed as quick as I could right out of there. It's 8:15 right? And I've ended up in the Whittle. So this is the time I really like me break normally, isn't it? I normally go home and, you know, have a stretch and stuff. Because this is normally the dead time, the really quiet time. But there's no popping home from the Whittle, is there? You can't just pop home from here. So I'm going to have to wait it out. I'll have to get out my car and do a stretch or something. Wish me luck. It's 9:10. You Whittle drivers have been holding out on me, haven't you? So in the last, 55 minutes or so, I've done just over 20 quid. I'm still in the Whittle. I haven't had that lucky job that's took me back over to Liverpool, but as I said, I'm not going to run back empty-handed. Problem we've got here, right, is, I mean, the job, I've only done 2 jobs, right, but they've been like 10 something quid for 4.5 miles, which, you know, it's not bad, is it? Get on that, take them all day. The problem is, all the roads are 20 mile an hour, so it's just sucked the life out of me. It's just 20 mile an hour everywhere. It's now 11:15. So it's been an hour and a half since the last update. I'm on 166. So not too bad at all in the last hour and a half. The problem is, right, so I was stuck over the water, as you know, and I was trying to get that job back. But it just kept offering me deeper in towards the Whittle, or just jobs I generally didn't want to do. Down to Chester it offered me as well, a really ridiculous job, like 22 miles for 28 quid towards Chester, and it was like, no. So in the end, I just bailed back over to town, but as Liverpool's town. But as soon as I entered Liverpool's town, I got a little local job there, so I did that, and then I got spat towards Prescott, so that was an absolute win. It was that much of a win. Oh, come on. I was right by my house. Well, not too far at all. So I ended up coming home. It's now Sunday and it's 3:15. Now, history of bank holidays is this day should be similar to a Saturday. So we'll find out what happens there. But you know that WA4's still going on the Creamfield. Have a look at some of the reservations. So there's this one. It's like, no thanks. And then this one, an Uber pet from WA4. So it's lashing down. Wind's blowing a gale. You're going to pick up someone from there and their pet. No, you're just not, are you? That's it. That would be game over for the day if you did that. Anyway, let's see what today brings. Oh, we do have a local match going on. So I'll avoid L4 as best I can. It's 5:15. That's right, 2 hours. So I'm on 48 quid, plus I've had £3 in cash tips. It has been absolutely non-stop. It's been like a popcorn in the microwave, pop, 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 with the pings. But to be fair, loads of them were going to L4. And you've really got to think to yourself, okay, the job might be good into L4, but there's going to be hundreds of other drivers, literally hundreds. That's not even an exaggeration. There's going to be hundreds of drivers around the L4 area. So when you drop off, the only place for you to head really is into the city centre, where all the other drivers are heading. So I've kind of avoided them, and I don't think I've done too bad, to be honest, in the past 2 hours. And that's why I haven't been able to give you a proper update, you know, the hour one, that is. Now, Uber has done the bat signal. So it's showing, they've sent an email out here, I'll stick it here, well, a message inbox, whatever you want to call it, that from 6 o'clock it's going to be busy. I don't expect this next hour to be good at all, to be honest, because all them drivers that were at the match are going to be looking for work everywhere, and a lot of people ain't going to be moving because the match is on. It is raining. That could be the one positive thing, but I'm not expecting a good result. So it's about 6:15, and I'm on 73 quid. So the last hour I have made 25 quid, but it hasn't necessarily been because of the Uber jobs. I've had 2 cancellations of £3.50. So that was £7. And then I got a tip of a fiver from one person, and then a tip of £2 from another. So the trips themselves have not been great. So it hasn't been a good hour trip wise. It's just that I got a few tips added on, which has made it worthwhile in this hour. The match will be letting out soon. Let's see how I get on. It's 8:05 and I'm on 116. I know it's been another 2 hours. Oh well. It has been quite busy though. So you can't like pull over with the customer and say, I'm just going to update my YouTube. It doesn't happen, does it? Anyway, I was saying no to loads of jobs when I was sitting in Kirby. And it was offering me like £3.95 and stuff. And I'm like, no. And then it offered me £20 to the city centre from Kirby. I was like, I'll have that. And then I've bounced around a bit and I've ended up back in Heighton. So I made up with that. So I'm going to call it now. I was going to stay out more, but I've got a big drive tomorrow. I'm going to see my brother. So I'm just going to wrap it up now. It'll be easier. Right, so we've got Friday's hours, Friday's earnings, Friday by the hour. Stick that there. Then we've got Saturday's earnings. No. Saturday's hours, Saturday's earnings, Saturday by the hour. I'm going to stick that there. Then we've got Sunday's hours, Sunday's earnings, Sunday by the hour. I'm going to stick that there. Put it all together. This video's hours, this video's takens, this video by the hour. Not too bad, that is it. See you in the next one, guys. Don't forget, give us a like and a sub in a bit.